Hey guys, welcome to Immortal Realm. Let's start our list. On number 10, we have Emperor Ling Shion. An overpowered great elder was killed by his disciples, but we all know that now he is going to reincarnate, and so he reincarnates into another body known as Jiang Chen. Obviously, Jiang Chen is going to be a cripple. And yes, Jiang Chen is considered a trash and he is one who can't improve in the field of cultivation. Through his reincarnation, the elder gains knowledge of the past life of Jiang Chen and he changes the course of his life for the better. Well, you already know that this is going to be a cliché manhwa, but the reason why I put this in this list is because our main character is just too ruthless. He never gives his enemies a second chance to strike him, he just directly destroys them. He is not naive, and that is the reason why I like this manhwa. Number 9 on our list is The Legend of the Demon God. Thousands of years ago, the Immortal Clan and the Demon Clan were battling for the universe. To defend the peace and justice, the Immortal Clan created a mysterious legendary fighter who blew himself into thousands of pieces, which were now floating in the world. And Lu Xiaofei, who is our main character, inherits a piece of the fighter. And that was how our main character starts his journey in the world of demons and gods. We have more than 200 chapters, so it might take a while for you to read this manhwa. Well, let me tell you, this manhwa starts off with a very interesting plot, but in the middle of it, it becomes a bit boring. But still, this manhwa is pretty decent. You should give it a read. Number 8 on our list is My 3000 Years to the Sky. Our main character's name is Bai Kuren, a disciple of the King Ming Sword sect, who is thought to be talented in the field of cultivation. But he never thought that when all his peers obtained several skills in a short time, he spent 3000 years just to know how to cultivate chi and become a master. Let's try reading the story in which our main character cultivates for thousands of years in order to advance in the field of cultivation. Now you might be thinking, so what is the good thing about this? This already shows that our main character has a poor aptitude for cultivation and is a trash. But that is where you are wrong. Even though our main character is still in the foundational stage of cultivation, but he is more overpowered than the old monsters who are at the peak of cultivation. And that is how our story starts. This is the story of Bai Kuren, who is stuck at the key refinement stage for thousands of years, but he is just too overpowered. The art of this manhwa is good and the story is also very interesting, so make sure to read this manhwa. Number 7 on our list is Everlasting God of Sword. Now this is a manhwa which has no harem, no romance, only action. And this manhwa is also very unique. I like this manhwa. He stood at the pinnacle of the world, surpassing all since birth in the art of sword. But fate has left him crippled before reaching the apex. But the story continues and the legend will rise once again. I like this manhwa because the main character here, even though he is a crippled, what I mean by crippled is he can't walk, but he still never gives up. He takes on a disciple and teaches her the way of the sword, making her too overpowered. The art of this manhwa is decent and the story is good. Number 6 on our list is Conquest of the Demon King. Young Xiao Lang was born with an awakened super spirit power, but he was mistaken for a broken spirit. After being humiliated and framed, he was forced to leave his family. And that was the point from where his life took a drastic change. From then onwards, he has soared through life on his own. If sky is the limit, then he shall break through it. Well, after listening to this summary, you already got an idea of which kind of manhwa this is going to be. Yes, it is going to be that same cliché manhwa with too many annoying girls as well as an overreactive main character. This manhwa is a decent one. It is not too good and neither it is too bad. The art is decent and the story is also average. So you can give it a try if you don't have anything to read. Number 5 on our list is The Descent of the Demonic Master. This manhwa is one of my personal favorites. The first life, after a tragic accident, losing his family and his legs, he ends his own life. The second life, he earned fame as the Red Demonic Master in Zhongwan but was betrayed by the man he trusted the most. And now comes his third life. In his life back in the modern world, Gang Jinho decides to live a normal life. However, he was too used to the Zhongwan life to become a normal person. I want to live peacefully, but you are the one who started it. I hope you are prepared for this. In front of the threats of his new life, can Gang Jinho shake off his impulses as the Red Demonic Master and obtain the normal life he desires? This manhwa is literally a masterpiece. The art is good, the story is intriguing, as well as our main character is very likable. Even though in his present third life, he tries to live as a normal person, but trouble always finds its way to our main character, and he controls his desire to slaughter and massacre, suppressing the inner demon from his previous life. He solves all the problems. On number 4, we have her summon. Due to a misuse of a word on a live TV broadcast, girl group otaku Jin Kyung ended up becoming doxxed and labeled as a child predator and ended up getting social anxiety disorder. 3 years later, because of his past incident from the 3D world, his love for only the 2D world manifested and ended up becoming a shut-in otaku. Then one day, as Jin Kyung was doing nothing as usual, he was suddenly summoned into another world and came face to face with a bright-eyed, hopeful summoner. Interesting enough, in this world that Jin Kyung was summoned to, his social anxiety disorder disappeared and he was also able to wield immense power and became the strongest summon being over there. This is the story of a formal girl group otaku turned powerful 2D otaku and the story of a weak and feeble summoner who bypasses all his fears and embarks on a new journey. Personally, this manhwa is one of my favorite and it is also very underrated. People don't like it just because of the main character. But as you read more and more chapters, you will realize that our main character is slowly transforming. This manhwa has good character development and an extraordinary god tier art. Number 3 on our list is Revival Man. You know, this manhwa is a very underrated manhwa. The art of this manhwa is good. This is the story of an unemployed man that revives after 3 days of being dead. It all starts when the main character's neighbor goes missing. And that is when he realizes that the gangsters have abducted her due to the large amount of loan that her father took. Our main character starts his journey to save them, and let me tell you, our main character has only one kind of power, and that is he can revive after 3 days. He has no other special power. He is just too weak and he is just like a regular human. So read this manhwa and see how our main character goes from weak to stronger, how he learns martial arts, how he uses his power more efficiently. At the start you will see that our main character is just too dumb and naive, but slowly and slowly the story and our main character become unfathomable. Number 2 on our list is A Returner's Magic Should Be Special. The Shadow Labyrinth, the most catastrophic existence humanity has faced in history. Dazir Arman is one of the 6 remaining survivors of mankind. The 6th attempt to clear the final level of the labyrinth but ultimately fail, and the world comes to an end. However, when Daisy thought that he would meet his demise, what is revealed before him is the world 13 years ago. Daisy is returned to the past, back to the time when he enrolled at the nation's finest magic academy, Havrion. He is reunited with his precious friends and is prepared to change the past to save the world and his loved ones. 3 years remaining before the emergence of the Shadow World. Change the past and gather powerful comrades to save the mankind. Our main character pledges, "Now that I am back, I won't allow my loved ones to die again." This manhwa is literally a masterpiece. The art, the story, the main character, the side characters, everything is just too perfect. On number 1, we have Legend of the Northern Blade. When the world was plunged into darkness, martial artists gathered to form the Northern Heavenly Sect. With the help of the Northern Heavenly Sect, people began to enjoy peace again. However, as time passed, the martial artists began to conspire against the Northern Heavenly Sect and eventually caused the death of the sect leader Jin Kwang-ho, destroying the sect with it. As everyone left the sect, Jin Kwang-ho's only son, Jin Move-on, was left behind. They take all the martial arts so that Move-on cannot learn anything. Because if Move-on were to learn martial arts, then he would definitely take revenge on all those who betrayed his father. But they don't kill him because his father requested everyone before his death to not kill his son. But they never knew that Move-on would find a legendary technique that was left by the ancestors of the Northern Heavenly Sect. And after that, Move-on starts his journey of revenge and a new legend is born. That's all for today's video, and I hope you got some new manhwas to read. Have a very beautiful day.